Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went there, only to stand there for a moment puzzled, trying to retrace your steps? Or maybe you've struggled to remember the name of an old friend or the title of a movie you watched just last week. It's right on the tip of your tongue, but it simply won't come out. These moments might feel like harmless slips, natural signs of getting older. But what if they were actually gentle signals from your brain? Little whispers asking you for attention, for stimulation, for growth. You see, learning isn't reserved for children in school or college students cramming for exams. It's not something that expires after graduation. In fact, it becomes even more important as we age. Because the moment we stop learning, truly stop seeking out new ideas, new skills, new perspectives, something significant happens. Our brain doesn't just rest, it begins to shift. Pathways weaken, curiosity dulls, and in some cases, the spark that drives engagement with the world can fade. But here's the incredibly hopeful part. You have the power to change that at any age. Even after 60, 70, or 80, the brain is capable of transformation. Today, we're diving into the incredible ways your brain responds when you keep learning, how it rewires itself, how it protects you from decline, how it nurtures your emotional health, and how each day is a new opportunity to grow, to explore, and to thrive. Whether you're picking up a book, mastering a recipe, joining a group, or simply asking questions, you're giving your brain a gift it craves. And perhaps your best years of mental growth are not behind you, but just ahead. The brain is a living engine, and learning is its fuel. Your brain isn't a dusty library where old memories just sit. It's more like a living engine, active, adaptive, and hungry for input. When you engage in new activities or challenge your thinking, your brain lights up. It forms new pathways, strengthens connections, and actually grows. This is called neuroplasticity. It means your brain can adapt and rewire itself no matter your age. But here's the catch. When we stop feeding it new information, that engine slows down. Neural connections weaken. Memory becomes foggier. Reaction time slows. It's not because we're aging, it's because we're underusing one of our most powerful tools. The secret? Keep the engine running. Whether it's learning a new skill, picking up a hobby, or simply staying curious, your brain thrives on challenge and novelty. The danger of mental autopilot. Let's be honest, routine can be comforting. There's something soothing about waking up to the same rhythm. Make coffee, read the morning headlines, maybe stretch your legs with a walk in the neighborhood. Familiarity feels safe, like a favorite sweater. But here's the challenge. While routine may bring comfort, it rarely brings growth. Our brains, magnificent as they are, don't develop by repeating the same actions day after day. Instead, they slowly begin to slip into a state that scientists refer to as cognitive decline, not because of age, but because of lack of stimulation. When the brain isn't fed with novelty, curiosity, or complexity, it starts to prune itself, like a garden that isn't nurtured, where no new seeds are planted and the soil goes dry. The brain trims away unused neural pathways. What's left is a more efficient system, yes, but not necessarily a healthier one. Without consistent challenge, our minds shift from being creators of energy and ideas to conservers of resources. The spark of mental agility dims, not because we're older, but because we're unchallenged. The good news? Escaping mental autopilot doesn't require a grand reinvention of your life. You don't need to move to a new city or enroll in a university course to reignite your brain. It can be as simple and joyful as discovering a new word each morning, exploring a different route to the grocery store, trying your hand at a fresh recipe, or even asking a grandchild to teach you a new app. These small, deliberate shifts are like watering that mental garden. They awaken neurons, activate memory centers, and invite creativity back into the room. The smallest change in routine can create ripples of growth. And those ripples, those moments of curiosity, are what keep your brain not just working but thriving. Learning protects against memory loss and cognitive decline. One of the greatest fears many people have as they age is memory loss. It's the quiet worry in the back of the mind when you misplace your keys, forget an appointment, or struggle to recall the name of a neighbor. But here's something incredibly hopeful. Learning new things can actually help delay, or in some cases even prevent, the onset of dementia-related symptoms and broader cognitive decline. Numerous studies have shown that older adults who stay mentally active tend to enjoy sharper memory, quicker recall, better concentration, and even greater emotional resilience. Engaging in new learning activities activates different areas of the brain, helping to preserve existing neural pathways, while also encouraging the formation of new ones. In fact, mental stimulation is now considered just as vital to healthy aging as physical exercise and a balanced diet. Whether it's doing crossword puzzles, reading books that challenge your thinking, picking up a new language, learning to play a musical instrument, or engaging in mentally demanding games like chess or bridge, all of these activities contribute to building what scientists call cognitive reserve. This is your brain's built-in ability to adapt to changes or damage by rerouting information through alternate networks. It's like developing a mental safety net or a cognitive savings account that you can draw from during challenging times, just as a well-maintained body can better withstand illness or injury. A stimulated mind is more resilient in the face of aging. The beauty of it is that this investment doesn't require perfection. It simply requires consistency. Every time you challenge yourself to learn, even just a little, you're reinforcing your brain's ability to stay strong, flexible, and capable. And that's a powerful gift to give yourself at any age. Emotional benefits of lifelong learning. Learning doesn't just improve memory. It significantly enhances your overall mood and emotional well-being. Think about that wonderful feeling you get when something finally clicks, like solving a puzzle or mastering a new skill. That spark of joy isn't just satisfying on the surface. It's rooted deep within your brain's chemistry. When you learn, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, reward, and motivation. This powerful chemical not only lifts your spirits but also improves focus, encourages better sleep, and enhances your overall sense of contentment. Learning stimulates your inner drive, creating a positive feedback loop. The more you learn, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the more eager you are to keep learning. It also builds confidence. Every time you succeed in learning something new, whether it's understanding how to use a new app, tackling a crossword, or even baking a new recipe, you're reinforcing a crucial belief: I can do this. That internal affirmation becomes especially important as we age, helping to counter self-doubt and replacing it with a mindset of growth and resilience. Many seniors report feeling more purposeful and fulfilled when they're engaged in learning. It adds structure, energy, and meaning to daily life. Whether it's joining a local book club, signing up for a creative writing course, watching online documentaries, or simply exploring a new hobby, the act of growing mentally becomes a source of empowerment. It offers not just entertainment or distraction, but a reason to look forward to each day, a renewed sense of agency, and a stronger connection to oneself and the world. That's the real power of lifelong learning. It doesn't just sharpen the mind, it nourishes the soul. Learning keeps you socially connected. Isolation is one of the most dangerous challenges we face in older age, but learning often brings connection. Maybe you join a local art class, sign up for a virtual course, or simply call a grandchild to help you understand the latest technology. Every one of those moments is a chance to connect. Social learning, where you're learning with others, or from others, doesn't just help your brain. It boosts emotional health, reduces loneliness, and builds a sense of belonging. Even something as simple as discussing a documentary with a friend or attending a community workshop can reignite your sense of being part of something bigger. Because learning is never just about facts, it's about shared experience. Your brain loves novelty. One of the fastest ways to wake up your mind is to introduce something unfamiliar. That's because novelty triggers your brain's reward system. When you experience something new, your brain responds with heightened attention, improved memory, and a sense of wonder. This doesn't mean you need to go skydiving or learn quantum physics. Novelty can be simple. Trying a new recipe, watching a foreign film, exploring a nearby town you've never visited. The key is to step outside of your usual routine. Every new experience, no matter how small, signals to your brain, stay alert, stay curious, stay alive. The myth of being too old to learn. This is one of the most damaging beliefs out there, that after a certain age our ability to learn disappears. It's simply not true. Research has proven that adults well into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s can learn new skills, languages, and technologies. It might take longer than it did at 25, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. In fact, older learners often bring something younger people don't: deeper focus, patience, and life experience. The real challenge isn't ability, it's mindset. When you believe you can still grow, your brain rises to meet the challenge. So the next time someone says, "I'm too old for that," you can smile and know the truth. Your brain is still very much alive. Simple ways to keep learning every day. You don't need a classroom or a degree to be a lifelong learner. Here are a few easy ways to keep your brain growing. Try a new hobby. Painting, gardening, photography, or birdwatching all engage different parts of the brain. Use technology. Apps like Duolingo, YouTube tutorials, or audiobooks can teach you something new every day. Read actively. Pick up books on topics you know nothing about. Write. Keep a journal. Write short stories or even record your life story. Join a group, book clubs, walking groups, or online communities. Make learning fun and social. Teach someone else. Explaining a skill to someone helps reinforce your own understanding. Learning doesn't need to be formal or complicated. The most important thing is to keep asking questions and exploring the world around you. Your brain is waiting. There's a saying: you don't stop learning because you grow old. You grow old because you stop learning. And now, we know that's more than just a quote. It's a scientific truth. Your brain is not a finished product. It's a living, growing, dynamic part of you. And every time you take on something new, no matter how small, you're telling your brain, "I'm still here. I'm still curious. I still have more to give." So don't wait for a perfect moment to start learning again. The moment is now. And your brain will thank you for it, today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Because the truth is, learning isn't just what keeps us smart. It's what keeps us truly alive.